Ever look up at a night sky sprinkled with stars and wonder about time? How old is the universe? How about our planet? What about something as familiar as the 7-day week? It feels like it's always been here, right? But like everything else in our universe, even the week has a beginning. Our ancestors, long before electricity lit up our cities, gazed at the same stars we see. They saw patterns, stories, and yes, even the way we measure time, woven into the cosmos. They observed the cycles of the sun and the moon, the dance of celestial objects, and from these observations they began to carve out order from the chaos. But the 7-day week, that's a bit more mysterious. It doesn't quite fit with the lunar phases or the solar year. So how did this cycle, this grouping of 7 days, become so ingrained in our lives? How did it become the rhythm to which our modern world marches? It's a journey that takes us back thousands of years to ancient civilizations and forgotten empires. Join me as we explore the echoes of the past to uncover the origin of the 7-day week. Our search for the 7-day week takes us back to the cradle of civilization, to Mesopotamia. Here, in the land nestled between the Tigris and Euphrates rivers, lived the Babylonians, renowned for their astronomical prowess. These ancient astronomers, meticulously charting the movements of celestial bodies, noticed something intriguing about 7 celestial objects: the Sun, the Moon, Mars, Mercury, Jupiter, Venus, and Saturn. These wandering stars moved against the backdrop of fixed stars, and the number 7 held a particular significance in Babylonian culture, often associated with their gods and mythology. The Babylonians developed a lunisolar calendar, dividing their months based on the cycles of the moon. However, they also had a separate 7-day week, independent of the lunar cycle. Each day was dedicated to one of the 7 celestial wanderers. Sunday, for instance, was associated with the sun, Monday with the moon, and so on. These early astronomical observations and cultural beliefs laid the foundation for a concept that would eventually spread across continents and through millennia. While the Babylonians were early adopters of the 7-day week, they weren't alone in their unique approaches to time. Across the globe, different cultures developed their own systems for measuring days, weeks, and years. Some, like the Egyptians, favored a 10-day week, aligning their calendar more closely with the cycles of the Nile River. The Chinese, with their deep connection to the cosmos, developed a complex system based on lunar cycles and a 60-day cycle, influenced by their observations of Jupiter's orbit. Ancient civilizations in Mesoamerica, like the Maya and the Aztecs, had intricate calendars, interweaving solar and lunar cycles with their own unique understanding of time and cosmology. These diverse approaches to timekeeping remind us that our perception of time, the way we divide it and measure it, is not arbitrary, but rather a reflection of our relationship with the cosmos and our place within it. The 7-day week, however, didn't remain confined to ancient Mesopotamia. As empires rose and fell, as ideas were traded along ancient trade routes like spices and silk, the concept of the 7-day week began its journey westward. The Persian Empire, known for its vast reach and cultural influence, adopted the Babylonian 7-day week and incorporated it into their own calendar system. And then came the rise of another empire, one whose legacy would have a profound impact on the spread of the 7-day week, the Roman Empire. Though initially resistant to the 7-day week, preferring their own 8-day market cycle, the Romans eventually succumbed to its allure. With Emperor Constantine's adoption of Christianity in the 4th century AD, the 7-day week, already embedded in Jewish tradition, became further entrenched in Roman society. The rest, as they say, is history. The Roman Empire, with its vast influence and dominance, spread the 7-day week throughout Europe. As Christianity spread its wings across the globe, so too did the 7-day week, eventually becoming the global standard we know today.